Would you just look at this storm with some extra sound effects? I decided to do it because this, ladies and gentlemen, describes exactly what you are about to witness on the roads of highway over here in the world of tanks. And I welcome you to another episode of I do not even know how to call this, because it is an epic battle episode, but we're going to talk about this vehicle because it is only tank which is able to do this. It is the only tank in this game which, being on the field, is able to do this. And lately I have heard more and more comments about 183mm gun, this type of tank design, that it should not be inside World of Tanks. And my question to you is, what do you think about that? Should this tank be removed, put into the same bag of legacy as they did with Waffenträger FV100, for example? Should they nerf it? Should they switch the ammunition type? Like, what is your solution if you think it needs some kind of tuning, some kind of nerfing, buffing? I don't know. What do you feel? Let me know in the comment section, right? In the first place. And by the way, look at this. After this shot, the player thought, okay, I'm going to fix my mouse pad a bit. I'm going to place my mouse a bit better. Yeah, I don't like this. And okay, still no. Okay, now we're good. Now we are good. Now we can hit some more shots. Anyway, talking about the removing of this vehicle. I honestly don't think they are ever going to do that in the same way as they removed Waffenträger FV100, for example, because Waffenträger FV100, when it was replaced from the Deck 3 with Gorilla 15, or, you know, Waffenträger was in the Deck 3, it was replaced with Gorilla 15, they removed it from the game completely. But when they removed 183 from the Deck 3, they gave it a special vehicle status, you know, legacy, I don't know if we can call it legacy, anyway, special vehicle status. Players who had it were able to keep it, still are owning it, and they are selling it from the back market every now and then. And moving on swiftly to the next reason why they are not going to remove it is they are making money off of it, actually. They made a Deck 3 vehicle, which they removed it, they replaced it with a Badger, what new players are grinding out as well, spending money, spending time, and now there is 183. So many people want to have it because it is a unique gun, it is expensive, like 25 million credits on the black market or whatever it is usually over there, or bidding war, you know, credit bidding war, and they're making even more money. Like, who would have thought, right? They released one vehicle, they are making money many times, like in many different ways. This is one of the reasons also why I don't think they are ever going to do that. Also, secondly, let's talk about if this tank is overpowered, is it like way too strong to be in the game. Now, honestly speaking, I do not know a single player who enjoys being on the receiving end of this gun. There is not the... That was a nice blind shot, by the way. There is not a single other tank in this game right now, if I quickly think about that, even thinking about some autoloaders, you know. But when I noticed this barrel, this 183mm barrel looking at me when I'm just like peeking a corner, side scraping, doing, you know, standard World of Tanks things, and when I see this barrel aiming at me, there is not a single situation where I do not need to change my pants, okay? Yeah, and there are not too many vehicles like that, of course, yes. Nobody enjoys to be at the receiving end. But whoever owns 183, whoever owns FV215 knows that those tanks have so many weaknesses, so many drawbacks as well. Like, talking about the Deck 3 vehicle, which is, I would say, maybe more popular right now because it is still in the game, because new players are still able to get it all the time and so on. FV215 and both those 183mm guns, the gun handling is actually absolutely freaking atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Mobility on FV215, reverse speed, like the nerf to the reverse speed is getting all the FV215s killed more than anyone can even imagine. -8 km/h reverse speed after you get spotted. Every single thing. Oh my God, that shot, dude. I mean, actually crazy shot, actually crazy battle. GG, Suzuki, thank you very much for uploading this replay and thank you for sharing it with the community. Much appreciated. Yeah, anyway, continuing talking about the drawbacks. If FV215 takes the shot, gets spotted, like right... Talking about the devil, did you see that guy reversing? 183 was able to fire, was able to reload and aim in. At the same time, FV215 tried to get away and boom, dead. You make one mistake and you get punished to the max. You have massive hull, you have massive turret, you have massive everything. Paper armor. Sorry. Everything is able to penetrate you, H is able to penetrate you, RT loves you so much. And you get wrecked so hard. So this is the definition of a glass cannon. But if you fire, if you hit, if you penetrate, you're able to make everyone else's day super bad as well. You're able to ruin days basically. But is it balanced enough, you know? You can take out one vehicle, most likely if you get spotted, you are going out as well. Depends how good the player is, depends on many factors. 180, not 183s, the FV215's gun handling is slightly better. 183's gun handling is not as good because it actually has some armor. I would say, me personally, I like 183 more. If I want to take something out, even despite a slightly worse gun handling, you know, longer reload time and whatnot, I still like 183 a bit more because it can survive. It can survive a bit more, it forgives just slightly more mistakes, you know. You can actually do some peeking, you can actually sometimes count on your armor, depends who you're facing, depends who you're fighting with, and so on. But 183 can stand on its own. Like in this battle, for example, even after getting spotted, you know, boom, just like that. Talking about the devil. Bounce from Sheridan, 390 damage blocked by armor. Something FV215 would have never been able to do. If you bounce anything in FV215, well, you are just extremely lucky, you know? Extremely lucky. But this is the definition of a glass cannon. You make a mistake, you die easily. You should die, right? And if enemy tanks make mistakes against you, they die. If you are able to hit in the first place, and many times this is a big if. Because the biggest problem, where people see the biggest problem is actually the ammunition type. Not the ammunition type Suzuki is currently loading in, the AP round, but the middle ammunition type, the Hesh round, with 230 millimeters of penetration, which doesn't sound to be that crazy, that epic, right guys? No, it is not that crazy, that epic. What is crazy epic is the damage. 1750, by far the highest alpha damage round in this entire game. And putting this DPM up to 3500 actually, which is quite a big DPM if you can penetrate. But you know, it has many drawbacks as well at the same time. Now, if you're able to hit, I said, yes. Aim time, stock aim time, 3.4 seconds. Accuracy, 0.40. Very bad moving accuracies, very bad tank traverse, hull traverse, turret traverse accuracies. You know, if you move your hull, if you move your turret tank slightly, you lose all your bloom and you have to re-aim in once again. So the gun handling is actually very bad. Plus, of course, if you take the freaking shot, it can be all over the place. It can be 5 meters in front of you as well, while you are aiming a tank which is 500 meters away. But every time there is a freaking but, I'm telling you. Not the but with 2 T's, with 1 T. But if this tank works, it is able to get battles like this. One-shotting everyone, penetrating everyone. Close to 13,000 damage done. Because, let's not forget, we have some blind shots as well. Suzuki was able to hit some blind shots as well. Absolutely crazy. One-man army carry filled with a lot of RNG as well. Of course, let's be honest over here. Hitting all those shots like Suzuki did is not something you see every single day. No, definitely not. The average battle is not going to be like that. The average battle is where you miss 50+% of your shots. Mobility. Talking about the mobility, you can see Flat ground 29, 30 kilometers per hour. In nowadays World of Tanks, what are you going to do with this top speed? So it has very many negative abilities as well. -5 degrees of calibration, not fully rotatable turret, so on, so on, so on. But are all those things not enough to balance out those tanks? Let me know in the comment section, how do you feel? What do you feel about that? In my humble opinion, this is my opinion over here, I can see and I can use all the weaknesses 183 has, all the weaknesses FV215 has. I have no problems taking those tanks out, and if I get penetrated every now and then, every like once in a blue moon, like it doesn't happen so often, I am going to be angry about that. Well, I am definitely not getting angry to the point I want those vehicles to be removed. Every now and then I actually love to take out my 183 as well. When I have a bad day, it either makes my day even worse by missing absolutely every single shot. By the way, Suzuki, your shots are not rendering that far into the ally base. But when I play with 183, when I have a bad day, it either makes it worse or it makes it actually puts a smile into my face when I hit like super nasty shots on the move. Like this tank is like tier 10 KV2 in my opinion, a bit like tier 10 KV2. It either makes your day or completely breaks it. 183 FV215, this base is going to be capped by Suzuki. Congratulations for one amazing win. What do you think about that? What is your stand on it? Do you feel that those tanks are way too overpowered, needs to be removed from the game? Or are you okay with it? How would you change it? Would you change the ammunition? You know, this ammunition actually has already been nerfed. Many of you do not know that this tank came out with 275! Yes, 275mm Hesh penetration. It was the craziest tank, like even more crazy, like extra 45mm penetration. It was able to penetrate tanks' front turrets with that previous HE. And it was slapping literally everyone in a lot slower paced World of Tanks as well. Right now I would say World of Tanks is way too fast paced for this type of vehicle in the first place, because reload time is so freaking long, you know, plus all the gun handling things as well. Rarely, not too many times, rarely it is able to change the outcome of the battle. Like Suzuki did in this battle, ladies and gentlemen. Top Gun, Invader, high caliber as well, together with blind shots, as I said, close to 13,000 damage done, 7 kills, 1,455 base experience, single man carry. I lost a lot of credits, of course, but you can see 19 shots fired and 10 penetrated out of 12 hits. Very good ratio. This is usually super bad ratio for standard vehicles, but this is very good hit ratio for 183, I would say so. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time over here. Let me know what you think about the topic we discussed, sorry. London is not my first language in today's video, and I catch you next time. I hope to see you over here next time as well. Stay awesome, stay sexy, stay naked, stay subscribed by clicking that red button, and bye. Beautiful people. You are actually. I'm not joking. You actually are beautiful people. Oh, let's make this video lead long.